Hey, welcome back guys. So today's vlog is part 2 on De La Salle College. So this is my second vlog, which is going to be more detailed tour of the old college of La Salle. So when you guys go through it, by all means like, share, comment. Be nice to hear from your old De La Salle boys. And yo, so we're going round 2, man. Round 2 of De La Salle College. I was going to do this obviously, but I think today is the day. They got the gates closed, which luckily I've managed to go through the back entrance and go through there and did my tour. But yep, so this goes out to my old family members of De La Salle College, and that's James Parker, Ben Moono, Herman Loto, Marcellus Parker, Tor Parker, Montel Malatino, Dayton Tuia, my brothers Francis Tuia, my 2 sons, Devante Poidi Tuia and Makau Poidi Tuia. So those are my family members, and also my in-law, Mr. George Carmont. So that's my De La Salle family right there. And this vlog is for the La Sallians of my era, 1987 to 1993, and the houses of De La Salle. So by all means, like, share, comment, and let's get on with this thing. And for all you new guys out there, my name is Biz, by the way. I'm doing some more vlogs for guys 50 and over, and I'm from Otara, Auckland, and yo, like I said, check it out, man, check it out. De La Salle, yo, the journey continues. Yo, and here's another spot that the La Salle boys used to turn up to, and this used to be the old bus stop where the boys used to catch bus to Otara, especially when our school bus is full. So most of the boys will rock up to Miramore Hospital, and this area right here, where the stairwell is, there used to be a bus stop here, and I believe it was the 486 to Otara, and the boys used to catch the bus from here, especially when we missed the Otara school bus or we're late. We'll rock up to this side. So back in our day, believe it or not, in the 80s and the 90s, a lot of De La Salle boys will rock up from the old bridge. There used to be an old bridge here, and this area here was the bus stop. So before this emergency department, there was a bus stop. There were the nurses from the day, from the 80s, the 90s. So it will be the hospital nurses and De La Salle boys. There used to be a bus stop right here, right in this section right here near the stairwell. And yep, when it was full, you'll see quite a few De La Salle boys that would rock up here. And like I said, that's pretty much this section of the hospital was the old bus stop. So when the old bus stop was here, yeah buddy, you'll see a lot of the boys rock up here. And one of my aunties used to work here too, Auntie Telesia. They used to work at this hospital, and we used to catch the bus through, and the boys being the boys, we always give up the seats for the elderly, because that's how we do things, man. And especially if the nurses who worked here. So yep, the hospital front still looks the same. This is Miramore Hospital. The 2 main ones in Auckland is Auckland City and the CBD, and Miramore. Another thing that's majorly changed is the train station along here. So yeah buddy, so yeah mate, so this is, like I said before, this used to be the old bus stop that the De La Salle boys used to catch. 486 I believe, 486, but correct me wrong if the boys can remember those ones. No doubt, man, no doubt. Can't believe back in the day there was no emergency department on this side. Everything would have been opened up, and was this whole section was a little bus stop. Yeah, mate. Wow. History, right? But comment to the De La Salle boys that remember the old bus stop that we used to catch here, eh? This is from 1987 to 1993, that era. Yep, the OGs from De La Salle. You guys will remember this old bus stop, right? Well, some of the old La Salle boys would remember this part of the video. Well, this section. Now, out of the De La Salle boys of my era, who remembers the old bridge that used to go over the train station? Now, this train station is in front of our Auckland Hospital, Middlemore Hospital, and everything's been worked on. They're trying to upgrade the train systems and everything. But up ahead, we got 2 lifts where the people could go from one side to the other to the hospital. But on this side, there used to be an old bridge. The old bridge that used to come along that we used to walk across from one end to the other, and it was a white wooden bridge. Mind you, that bridge was dangerous as, man, because a lot of people used to walk it, and I remember it used to sway. The old bridge used to sway left to right, especially when there's a lot of people walking across the right. And a lot of our De La Salle boys in the public, they would use, I can't remember when they actually took the bridge down. Not during my era though, when I was at La Salle. But yeah, along this area, this side of the tracks, there was an old white bridge that we used to cross, and yo, it was hectic as, man. It was quite dangerous too, I gotta admit. Yeah, it was old, but damn, used to sway a lot, or make a lot of noises, especially when you're going on the stairs. Straight ahead. Now, this car park back in our day, I can't remember when this was put up, but I think it was done during our last years of our De La Salle days, probably in the 90s, eh? But any De La Salle boys that can remember when the old bridge was taken down, especially for the ones that caught the bus to Otara or Manukau, they would remember the old bus stop. Oh, my bad, the old bridge. So yeah. Now the new one obviously looks alright, but the old bridge, yeah, you can't forget that one, man. It used to sway, man. But yeah, buddy. So this is the newly upgraded one. But yo, who can remember the old one, eh? The old bridge. Anyone from Middlemore, Mangere would remember that bridge? Comment, man. I'd like to hear your comments on what it was like back then. But yeah, that's another old memory of what we used to get through during our day, and the changes, especially the changes, eh? So yeah, mate. Yo, look at that car park, man. Damn. This car park, I believe, is for the workers only, for the Middlemore Hospital. Yeah, it ain't for the public. But yep, the old bridge. Yeah, mate. Yo, fellas, remember the days when we used to do Landon Ave and we'd try to find shortcuts to try beat the guys in front? Now we have a horticulture area on our De La Salle grounds, and this side of Mangere East, which is kind of only on the other side of De La Salle College, we used to cut through this creek area. So where these cars are parked, the truck and everything, there's a creek area that we used to cut across to when we're doing the Landon Ave. Landon Ave is one of the roads that I'm about to do next, and we'll come through this side just to hit Landon Ave, which is a run. It was a run that the De La Salle boys used to do, and we'll do it a couple of times too. And we'll try to find ways of shortcuts to try to beat the boys, especially when we're against other houses. And when I say houses, we had 4 main ones that were named after brothers, but they're also linked to colours too. So I was from Bernardus, which is green. Bernardus is one of the La Salle brothers who also was a teacher of De La Salle College. So yeah, so this area right here, the creek area, we used to cut across there just to jump along here to try to beat everyone. Well, there's only a handful of us that used to do that, and I got to admit, I remember catching a few guys wagging wagging classes to hang around down at the creek area. Now I know for folks that are overseas, they're probably thinking, what the hell is wagging? Is skip classes.
Wait a minute!
So yeah.
Who are you?
And we're still in the vicinity of Middlemore Hospital, which is just over the railway tracks. So everything's still close to school. So yeah, so any of the De La Salle boys used to do that? Probably not. Probably just my era, my year. But yep, anything to do shortcuts, right? But yeah, man, cutting through the creek. Yeah, man, yo. So the bit I was talking about Landon Ave, where the boys, De La Salle boys, used to do their runs as part of their PE, their physical education. And some of you may recall from the day that Mr. Brown or Mr. Kide will make us do laps, which also involved doing laps around, yeah buddy, Landon Ave. Now you can't forget those days, eh? Landon Ave, man. So from our La Salle grounds, which is probably about 40 meters down, there's a red gate that I'll get to, which is the back entrance to our college. And we used to do laps around the school and also outside De La Salle. So we'll run this street from one end to the other and we'll lap it, and it takes us around to the front of the school. There's a lot of boys that used to try to do shortcuts back in our day. Not sure why. Probably try to outbeat each other. But yeah, mate. So if you fellas remember those days that we used to do laps, Landon Ave, yeah, man. You can't forget that, eh? You can't forget that. It was a chance to run out of school, and some guys didn't even come back. They'll go for a run, but they end up at the dairy. Get on the old spacies, eh? Now that's the old word we used to use back in the day. Space Invader games, arcade machines, but we refer to it as spacies. So yeah, good old Landon Ave, eh? Can't forget that. I think the only guys that ran it were the Balangi boys. When I say Balangi boys, I'm referring to the European guys. Mind you, we had some good Balangis back then during our era, and they were fast too. We had quite a few fast Balangi boys. They used to run faster than the Polynesians. I'm not sure why. Should have been the other way round.
Bruh.
But hey, it is what it is, eh? Good old Landon Ave, eh? Damn, can't forget it. Just the days of trying to beat everyone was hectic, funny, but yeah. Yo. Well, I've come to the interesting part of today's vlog on De La Salle College, and this one's gonna be quite funny because, yo, boys, remember the old entrance, the back gate to De La Salle? And used to have the hole in the gate. Well, especially for the old fellas, if you have not seen this, De La Salle have made a footpath for the back entrance, and they put up the, I won't say this is a new gate, but I know it's done probably a couple of years back. And the old gate was it was kind of like this, the old corrugated iron gate, and we used to have a small hole in the gate which not a lot of boys used to go through unless you were small or skinny. You could fit through the you could actually fit through that hole. But the guys that used to live around this area, especially when it comes to the back entrance, they would try creep through the hole, and it was not sure how big it was, but it was quite small. And a lot of the De La Salle boys will either try run from the gym up the field, try wag school, only to find out that some of them couldn't even fit through this hole. I'm not sure any of you De La Salle boys went through that, but yeah, yo, kind of loving the new gate there. It's good, it's a good look. I'm surprised that they haven't blocked off this. Sounds like someone took off the gate. And the old footpath, yo, it goes to show how I haven't been here in a while. So there's the old footpath that takes it to the classrooms. Yeah, that wasn't here when I was here, but this is our De La Salle grounds, rugby grounds, rugby league grounds, if you can say. And we used to do a couple of laps around here. Of course, a lot of the boys will do 3-4 laps, and some of us will just end up doing 2. So yeah, so this is the, well, let's say new gate, right? So the old one was a corrugated iron, was a bit higher, and we used to have a hole in the middle that everyone would try creep through or try fit through there. It was, if you could imagine yourself seeing big De La Salle boys squeeze through a little hole just to get out. It was funny as. It was funny as. You'd have to see it to believe it. But nice. Nice. I like how they've done the new gate. I think obviously there was a gate there. It's got the hinges on it, but they've taken it down. So yeah, man. Nice one, De La Salle. Nice one, De La Salle. Oh, this is taking back a lot of memories. I left De La Salle in 92, but I'm of the 87 to 93 era.
Oh my God!
So any of the boys from the era, man, like, share, comment, man, especially from our days, eh? The good old days of La Salle. No doubt the gym has upgraded, it's changed a lot. But hey, that's good. It's a good thing, right? You see some folks doing their exercise along the field. Mind you, I went to the front entrance, and it's still locked. So I'm quite surprised that the back gate is still open, which is dope. Dope, man. So yeah, folks, this is my old college, De La Salle College. I went from 1987 to 1992, but my era ends on 93. 93 was when our best principal ever, Brother Pat Lynch, that's when he retired from this college. He's still around, but is no longer the principal. Best principal ever, man. Anyone from my era in the 90s down, or even the ones that are just after us, they would probably say the same thing, right? Brother Pat Lynch was and is the best principal of De La Salle ever. Hands down, man. Hands down. So I had a lot of family that came to this college. from James Parker to Ben Mono, Marcellus Parker, Toa Parker, George Carmont, Montel Malatino, even my bros, Francis Tuya, my sons, Davante Po'iri Tuya and Makau Po'iri Tuya, and my nephew, Dayton Tuya. So I had quite a few La Sallians in my family that came here. Well, my family who came to De La Salle, let's correct that. But yeah, so you can see just above the De La Salle classrooms and the hall, you can still see in the outback, you can see the Miramore Hospital outback. I don't think that was the right word, right? But anyways, the Miramore Hospital. Like I said, they're still upgrading. Everyone can remember the old hospital when it used to be blue, right? But damn. De La Salle College. Mind you, De La Salle had a good rep of taking out the #1 spots for the Samoan groups and Polynesian festivals at Manukau City. And De La Salle used to take it out a lot. I've got to admit it, they took out a lot of things, even in rugby and the first 15. Yeah, I think even the rugby league too. So De La Salle had a good reputation back then, and they still do. But back in our era, when it came to the Samoan group, yo, we were ruthless, man. We would take out the first place every year. It got to the point where the people thought that the judges were from De La Salle. Oh. We had a lot of haters. But hey, it was just natural, man. It was talent, skill, and just good teachers back then, eh? They taught the La Salle boys from the Samoan group to the Tongan group, everything, man. I don't think we didn't have a Cook Island group. I'm not sure why, but the main two were the Samoan group and the Tongan group. Wow, this is just taking back memories, man. Good old De La Salle College. I'll do a walk around, right? Get a few images of the updated classrooms. Let's check it out, right? Yeah, mate. Yo, a lot of the schools back then in my era, we used to call it Form 1 to Form 7. Now they call it Year 7 to Year 13. But man, coming up to the gymnasium, De La Salle College. Now they're doing a lot of building a lot of brand new classrooms, taking down the old classrooms from the day and putting up new ones. Yo, can't believe I'm walking this field. Yo, my ride is way on the other side, near the back entrance. Feels like I'm doing the 100 laps all over again. Everyone knows Benilda's is the best, right? That's for the De La Salle boys. But yep, coming up to the new gym. I only say that because I still recall the old gym back in my day. Upstairs they have they've got some classrooms upstairs in the gym. A new better gym that you could the boys work out. Mind you, there's quite a few young fellas that are quite big, eh? Solid fellas. big in size, man. I think that's what it is with the younger generation, eh? They tend to outgrow their parents, and some of them are just big dudes. Yo, what's up with the fence? For safety reasons, so they got a yellow fence up there to just to block off students. Yellow will be for the house color of Miguel, and yeah, right. Everyone knows green, which is Benoist. That was everyone's favorite, right? Yeah, you know it. Yeah, so wow. So check out their gym, man. The De La Salle gym, where everyone tries to be Sonny Schmidt, Ronnie Coleman, Arnold, Lou Ferrigno. You notice I mentioned the old bodybuilders? Yeah, mate. Here's the entrance to our gym. It's alright if I get caught here, because then people are going to ask, who the hell is this guy? Yo, I'm just saying, I'm one of 93. The 93 boys. The best era. Yeah, mate. De La Salle. De La Salle. Yo, check out the sign, man. Late pass. Yo, I remember those good old days of coming late. Please go to admin office. Sole, really? Wow. Can someone please come take down this Miguel fence?
Bruh.
Sore eyes, man. Damn. Yeah, so I just do a little walkthrough of my old college. Believe it or not, this section of the gym, there used to be a tuck shop. We used to have rails that would come along the ground, probably split into five lanes. And yeah, there used to be a tuck shop here, and a lot of the cats from my area would go out. We used to buy the food. Unlike today, there's a lot of jobs out there that give free lunches to the school kids. But yeah, we used to pay for our lunches, and there was a tuck shop here. Good times, man. Good times. Yo, it's pretty busy coming here because yo, I haven't been on these grounds for a long while. Man. You guys just getting a preview of De La Salle College, Mangere East, in South Auckland, New Zealand. So mind you, there's quite a few De La Salle schools around the world. There's some in America. There's one in Hong Kong, I believe, and there's a couple in Australia. Now, I know some of you might recall, especially the teachers of my era, Mr. Skinner, Mr. Arthur Solomon, Mr. Watkins, Miss Babe, Miss Verma, Mr. Carter, Mr. Hannah, Mr. Delaney. Yo, I'm just coming up with all these. They're not randoms, these are the teachers. Yo, I just fobbed out, man. These are the teachers.
Emotional damage.
And their names stick out, man. Mr. Martin, Mr. Blair Martin, Mr. Legg. Now I know for some of you it's like, yo, I remember those teachers. Yeah, so these are teachers that stood out the most for me. Made a bit of difference. Yo, Miss Lomalu. Yo. Yeah, man. Wow. They're just above at the back. Those are the new classrooms. Damn. Man of service. You see the sign up there, it's got a surveillance camera. So if you see me lying on the ground with tied up, that's dayz security. Yo, come take me down, man, come take me down.
Get over here!
Wow. First time I've been in this area, man. Everything new. As I mentioned on the other side, we're coming to the back of the brand new classrooms, and there used to be a creek area that we used to cut through to do the land and nav run and try beat everyone. You know, when you leave 6 and then you end up being back second runner. Yeah, buddy. Yo, so these are the new classrooms for De La Salle College. Especially for some of you, the old boys, they'll be like, yo, what the heck? This looks awesome, man. This looks awesome. Mind you, if any of the teachers see this and are like, who the hell is this guy walking around our De La Salle school? Yo, my name is Biz. I'm a former student of De La Salle College, 1987 to 1993, 2 or 3. So I'm the era of Brother Pat Lynch. The best era. Yo, check out these new classrooms, man. Holy Shows. Where'd you guys get all the money for these classrooms? Dig it. Love it. Love it. What is this section of the school called, man? You must just call this area the Benotus area, because this just looks damn dope. Yo, is this the Benotus area? Yo, love it. Let me try to go a bit higher, eh? Let's see. So yeah, here it is, guys. I think this is the Benotus section because it looks dope. Wow. Wow, man. Seki, love it, love it. Just checking out the other areas of the school that I have not seen before. The only thing that would trigger it is probably the waiting areas, eh? The spots where the guys used to have smokes. They put in the ciggies in their mouth and they'd be smoking down behind the trees or up the field, in the horticulture area, in the toilets. Giving away some clues there, but that's from my era, yo. I'm not sure about now, but that's from my era. Yo, love it, love it. Yeah, so the guys from my era, year 12, year 13, that's form 6 and form 7, they used to wear mufti. Now these days they wear, everyone's doped up and wearing their blazers, DSL blazers and actual uniform. But back in my era, form 6 and 7, which is year 12, year 13, everyone used to come to school in mufti, and some of them would come to school like they're going night clubbing or something. They come in their Flash Origins, their Johnny Rebs. Remember those shoes, Johnny Rebs? The old Creepers. Creepers were like thick ass soles, like shoes like Frankenstein would wear. We used to have guys wear those, man, back in the day. Wear Brother Pats. We had some cats that used to wear kung fu shoes. Yeah, buddy, I said it, kung fu shoes. They wore it, but they didn't know no karate or anything.
He needs some milk!
All about the budget, right? But yo, check this out. Look at this Benotus section of De La Salle College. Love it. Well done, De La Salle. Well done. Now, I would go upstairs. What is it? 1, 2, 3 levels. But you know, not the young no more. Only if they had a lift, then I would use it. But damn, that's nice. That's nice. Well done, De La Salle College. Mind you, we got a school anthem that we use a lot. It's still the same words, same lyrics, and you know, when you haven't been to La Salle for a while, you do those Milli Vanilli ones and just lip sync to the song.
It was at this moment he
Especially
knew
when you forget the words.
he fucked up.
Just lip sync it and follow the rest of the boys. But it's got a catchy hook, I gotta admit. Once you get to know the song, then you'll be the next Barry White. So my previous log, I was here, but I didn't get to do a tour of De La Salle College, my old college. I only just did certain segments. And yo, what is this area, man? Love it, guys. I don't see no. Where's the weed, man? I know some of you boys are trying to put some weed. Let me know, okay, De La Salle. I mean, Bernardo's boys. You know what I mean. But yeah, I know there's got to be some marijuana plant somewhere down there, hidden amongst the jungle. Wow, wow. Boys who read achieve. So I've got a little sign up there. Exactly. Love English, man. So yo, some of the teachers that who else have I missed? There may be a few teachers that might pop into my head and I'll name them. But yep. Excuse me. I think this used to be our old library. Yeah, this was our old library back in the day. This section of De La Salle, I believe would have been Form 5 area. I know to some of you young guys, you're like, what the hell did he just say? Form 5, what? Wow. This takes it back. And to my brothers that I've caught up at the 70th Jubilee, and some of the cats from my era, Charles To'o, that's Asani Matalino, Raymond Fagoda, Andrew Siosi, just some of the cats, Sunny New Year, some of the boys that I've caught up with lately, Barry Power, Samuel Manu, Ricky Sealer, who else have I? Scott Taylor. These are some of the cats that I caught up at the Jubilee, and some that we still see to this day. Yo, this is nice. I like how they've got the Argola up top so it doesn't rain around these ways. Damn. This is taking me down memory lane, yo. That's right, memory lane. This uniform room,
I
this
will
used to
send
be a
you to
toilet,
Jesus.
believe it or not. And some of the boys would come in here and we'll get haircuts from some of the guys. Yeah, this used to be a toilet, man. So we come up with funky hairstyles back then, man. Braided hair like crisscross. And come up with the meanest fades, man. Stairway to Heaven hairstyles. When I say that, steps. Guys used to think they were Bell with the Row or Bobby Brown or whatnot. Damn. This is alright. Wow. You know, I didn't see that. If you look sorry I can't zoom in on this thing, but if you look just above the classroom where the aircon is, they got a big cross there, man, and yo, for our Lord Jesus, right? Damn, I love it, man. Yo, so this is dope. The guys that put this roof up, nice. Even the picnic tables and whatnot. I want to say picnic, but yo. And with this little fake grass area, they really outdid yourself, De La Salle College. Looks brilliant. Looks brilliant. Yo, you guys remember Mr. Hanna, when everyone used to punch him in the stomach?
Finish him!
Not feel it at all, man. So he would tell us to punch him even harder. And he was a solid teacher, man. And whenever he spoke, his spit would come out of his mouth, so we would have to stand back at least a meter or two, because you don't want that on you, man.
He needs some milk!
But he was a great teacher, Mr. Hanna, eh? Let me say Mr. Delaney, science teacher, Mr. Watkins, Mr. Arthur Solomon, which they started up a school, Martin Houtus, in Mangere, one of their first classrooms, with his wife, Marita Solomon. And they're no longer, they used to have one in Samoa, no longer there, closed down in 2016. But Mr. Solomon is one of the best teachers that La Salle has ever had. Yeah, I'll check out the La Sallian family, man. Love it. All you're missing is a picture of me and Benotus. Yeah, so this is an image of the De La Salle brothers. So we have, this is Mushin. Yeah, this is Mushin, man. Just trying to read the board, sorry guys. We've got Solomon up top, which is red. Miguel, which is yellow. And I'll save the best for last. Green, which is Benotus. And all the De La Salle boys, they all know that Benotus is the best, still is. Anyone that wants to argue my point, I see that Rosella Dairy, man.
Get over here!
One-on-one, man. What? Yeah, so that was the old library. The F block. Yo. Like it. Nice, man. Yeah, so like I said, I just noticed a big cross, man. That big cross that's on the building. Oh, that's awesome. Dig it, yo. Dig it. Yeah, so like I said about my family members, they used to come here. Marcellus Parker, Tor Parker, James Parker, Ben Moono, Dayton Tuia, Montel, Malatino, Francis Tuia, Devante Poedi Tuia, Macau Poedi Tuia, and yours truly, Biz Tuia. That's right, man. That's right. I'm just past this bloody, oops, my bad. Miguel fence line. What's up with the yellow, man? I think they did yellow because, you know, yellow like their undies. They haven't followed their muli. That's probably why it's yellow. But yeah. Dig it, man. Dig it. I like the rails, man. They got the rails here to hold, help old guys like me. Oh, by the way, for the guys that are hitting 50 this year, happy 50th to you boys, man. So I'm hitting 50 in August, and there's going to be a few La Salle boys that have really turned 50, the ones from last year, but from my era, the guys that are turning 50 this year. Blessings, man. Happy birthday to you boys. We've hit the halfway point, eh? Yeah, mate. Wow. Love it, eh? So this video is for the old De La Salle boys from the day. If you have not seen De La Salle now, 2025, this is what it looks like, yo. This is what it looks like. I miss the old tuck shop, man. Miss the old tuck shop. How do you... That's what I forgot to ask the boys. How do the boys get fed now, man? Now that there's no tuck shop. Do they all go to Rosella Dairy and get the Big Ben pies? Which is quite dangerous because they end up having a Big Ben stomach.
Bruh.
Wow, wow. Now I'll just put my camera up over this Miguel fence. Check that out, man. Check that out. So that the old section down there, the Form 1 and 2 area, that's the year 7, year 8 area. The old classrooms have been taken down, and hopefully see the new ones sooner than later, eh? That's dope. That's dope. Let's try to see if I can get any closer, right? Yo, let me in, man. Let me in. Yeah, speaking of my LaSalle brothers, man, I've caught up with some of my old mates, Richard Sofua, Mark Masui, who are of my era, De La Salle College. And it's good to see some old faces, right? We were young then, no kids. Some guys had kids like even after De La Salle, like after De La Salle. So this is D Block. Oh wow. Look at that, man. Yoza. So this used to be the Form 4, I believe the Form 4 area, Form 3 and Form 4. And there was a set of classrooms that were Form 2. They were just where the truckers parked. There was old classrooms that we used to learn from, get taught in. And I remember Mr. Skinner from the day. And I remember the old handball courts. Yep, right free bricks. Left free bricks. There were 5 courts. Yeah, I even used to see some videos of guys in the States in prison playing handball. And then when I saw it over here, I was like, yo, what's going on here, man? Is it meant for the Solomon boys, the Mushin boys? Definitely not was for the Benildus boys. But yeah. Wow. Wow. Look at that, man. Damn. Wow. You can see, I'll probably put my camera a bit higher. But they put the foundation down and everything, man. That's dope. That's dope. I would cross it if there was if I had an opening. Or I can just do the Otara ones and make a hole in the fence. Like how we used to do at the Otara, you know, Otara pools, we'll jump the fence. Or even at Rainbow's End, we'll jump the fence. Good times, right? Good times. So they've blocked it off for safety reasons. Especially because they're building. You got trucks coming up and down. So yeah, man. Here goes your Form 1 and Form 2 area, boys. What it looks like now. They still have the hoop up. Wow. I might have to come back tonight and getting. But if you see there's no hoop there, blame it on the Mushin boys. Wow. Wow. As you can see, they got the portaloos down in the car park. I don't know why it's green. It should be red, like you know the Solomon color. So why they make the portaloo green? I don't know why, but it should be red or blue. Just like how they've done the fence line yellow. You know, trap the students, Miguel. Wow. So you can see the footpath is really laid out, right? So the new classrooms are going to look pretty dope. Looking forward to see what it looks like, man. Especially when it comes to our 75th Jubilee for De La Salle College, which should be pretty cool because the 70th, I attended the 70th one and it was dope. It was dope, man. So any of your La Salle boys are watching this, man, especially my era, props to you guys. Good to catch up with my good mate Joe Davis, my Fijian brother, Bulla. Yeah, man. A couple of other La Salle boys that are online. We have a De La Salle 93 group chat, which is good. I think every year has one. But it's good to see some of the 93 boys online. And there's only a handful of us that chat on there, see what's up, how many grandkids they have and whatnot. And yeah. Dope, right? Wow. This was our old art room, which Mr. Smith, yes, right, our art teacher back then, rest in peace. And our old PE teachers, Mr. Brown and Mr. Kide. When Mr. Kide used to wear the smaller shorts, I'm not sure why. I'm sure if the dude wanted to show his nuts to the Solomon students and the Mission students, but he didn't do it to the Bernardus boys because we were just the bomb. We were just like that, man. We were like Booyah tribe. We were like Booyah tribe. Yay, yay. Oh, wow. Yeah, they really fenced it off, eh? They really fenced it off. So, yo, any of the La Sallians want to comment, like, share, by all means, man. So this is a Catholic college, boys only. There was a time where we had some boys that would dress feminine. They probably thought this was Macaulay, but no doubt they probably had great personalities, right? Great guys. Not here to judge. We're all followers of Christ, right? Yeah, mate. But hey, anyways, yeah, this was the Form 4 block. Form 4 block. So we had the art room, and some guys had Mr. Lawton back in the day. Oh, man, if I had my pocket knife, I'll go turn on that truck and go for a joyride around De La Salle in that truck, man. Yeah, buddy. Wow. Dope, right? Now we had a lot of guys that came from other Catholic schools like St. Joseph's Otahu Primary, Holy Cross in Papatoe, St. John's in Otara, and there were some other schools, but they were the primary main ones. The guys used to come from their primary schools to De La Salle College. So yeah, I'll probably get a video on that too. To my old friends, the girls that went to St. Joseph's and Macaulay High, they're all turning 50. They're probably older, wiser, bigger susus.
Bruh.
Yeah, anyway. Yo, like the vans, yo, De La Salle vans. They never had it back in our day, but it's awesome. Love it, love it. Well, now that I've done that, actually, yeah, so this was the Form 4 area. Let's go have a look, right? While I'm here. So this is my second vlog for De La Salle College. I never got to do a walk around. It was only when we had our little 93 gathering with Brother Pat, with my Ozors Richard Gray, Mr. Richard Gray, Mr. Matt Sua, Edwin Chandra, Charles Toto, which is Francis Leota, aka, yeah man, and Asani Matalino. So we try our best to try keep things together, to catch up with the boys. Yo, what's up with the fence, man? Yo, let me in, man. I want a Big Ben pie, man. Damn. Yeah, so down that end is the Miguel fence again. Got the air cons, which look pretty dope. Might come back tonight and it's on my house. But anyway, yeah. Trying to catch as much as I can. I was going to do a drone shot, see it from the aerial view, but no need, because no one's done this year an up-to-date version of De La Salle. Yeah, I can't believe I walked the field, man. Feels like we're going to do the 100 meter sprint, 3 laps. Guys like from my area, Andrew Moore, these dudes were, yeah, we had a lot of balangis, man, fast dudes, man. I thought I was fast at St. Joseph's until I raced some of these balangis, and yeah, I got blitzed. I told them
Emotional damage.
that's why I came 5th. But really, those guys were fast, man. That was fast. I love that, man. Who did that? That's dope. Who did that, man? Whoever put that there, well done. Well done. We never had a b-ball court back in our day. It's good to see this, man. Had a few guys who used to dunk the rim inside the gym. Joe Tuffau, Raymond Seo, a lot of cats, man. Some of them were short too, and they could dunk it, man. Must be all the corned beef. But yeah, first 15, De La Salle. Always had a good repetition, strong set of guys, always strong. And they had George Carmont, who's one of my in-laws. He's obviously trained some of the boys for rugby league. De La Salle. Yeah, buddy. So anyone that's watching from overseas, this is one of the colleges in Auckland. There's a few that's around, St. Peter's, St. Paul's, St. Kitts, Dilworth. They're all Christian Catholic schools, but they all know that De La Salle is the best. So yeah, wow. Trying to recall some of the old teachers, man. The good teachers that actually taught us back then, eh? They actually taught us back then. We had a lot of good teachers back in my era, and the ones that stand out. I know for some of you boys, drop some names of the teachers that taught you something, man. Actually taught you something. They're the ones that stand out, right? Now I'm gonna climb up top and use the stairway to heaven.
Lightweight, baby!
See a lot of wording up there. Man of excellence, man of faith, man of community, and the one right at the end, man of service. They're missing one, man of benevolence. So yeah, wow. A lot of La Sallians have passed. From my era, Mr. Junior Palico, Solomon, my brother Greg Sua, who else? Joseph Tavalau. Yeah, man. These are the cats that are from my era who've passed on. Who else am I missing? I think that's it. And I think Sione Papa Ili a year above me, and he passed. Just recent too. Whew, yeah, buddy. So this is up top. I've actually never been up here. First time, man. They got some banners over here with the houses, which are pretty dope. Maybe next time I'll come here and I'll grab the Benotus one, put it on my garage. Yep. So yo. So this is De La Salle College 2025. My vlog on my old days of De La Salle College, man. The school has changed, but the vibe is still the same, right? The brotherhood is still the same, which is dope, man. Even though if I meet older LaSallians or younger LaSallians, we all have that brotherhood thing going on, man. Don't matter what year you are, what age you are, rep your house, rep your college, and what area you're from, man. Wow. I'll catch up some old videos of St. Joe's Primary, because a lot of LaSallians came out of there. Even Brother Pat came from St. Joseph's Otahu Primary. And let's get some videos in there, eh? Yo, on to the next. De La Salle College, guys. Yeah, buddy. Yo, when I was walking around I got to this side of the gym, which I've never been to. I just came from up top, from the Stairway to Heaven. And I just noticed, what is this, man? De La Salle College. Is this the tuck shop, man? Is this the new tuck shop? I know it's been around for a couple of years. But I just saw the roller door and I'm thinking, what is this? Or is this the tuck shop area? Damn. I remember the old one on the other side, so if this is... You know what? It is. It's got a sign up here, man.
Oh my God!
It's got a sign up here. Yo, it's Biz. Can I get a steak and cheese?
Bruh.
Oh, yep. So they got the vegetarian menu. Vegetarian. Sorry. You sure this is De La Salle? The galo pie, the spaghetti and corned beef pie, the donuts. So they got the old vegetarian menu, man. Look at that. Hot food, hot meals, 7 tala. 3 tala, the club sandwich, 350. Sorry, that's quite expensive, man. Yo. How you De La Salle boys affording these meals, man? They're quite expensive, man. Just crack out the bisupu and spaghetti. Bring the falawa, cabin bread. There you go, folks. Those meals, the vegetarian ones, yo, it's like you have to be a professional bodybuilder like myself. But damn! Yo, what's up with the trailer? I didn't see that trailer there. Yeah, I might have to come back tonight and, you know, it might be hooked up to my truck. But yeah, oh wow, I didn't see this area. So this is the tuck shop for their era. It was on the other side for the old gym for us. They got a little, what is this supposed to be, man? The soccer, is this like mini soccer or something? Like, is it for the dwarves, the midgets of De La Salle from Solomon, Mushin, Miguel? Is this what this area for? What's so small, man? Is it for the young kids? Oh, it must be for the young kids, year 7 and 8. Or the Hobbit guys. The guys that are from the Hobbit, they play the dwarves. I think they're from the Solomon, Miguel, Mission House. Yeah, I think that's what it is, this area right here. But anyway, wow. Found the tuck shop. Yeah, buddy. Got a little tap. You guys can fill up their bottles. You know, I used to do work for Just Water. I maybe tap into that, and you boys can drink some Jack Daniels, so it can harden you boys up. Ow! But anyway, yeah. Wow. Wow. Tuck shop, eh? Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't see the side. This is the first time I've been to this side of the gym, man. Wow. Nice. Nice. That's dope. That's dope. Besides the vegetarian meal, don't know what's up with that. But yo, this is De La Salle College, man. This is Biz reporting from Mangere East, South Auckland, New Zealand. Oh, this guy. But anyways, De La Salle 2025, man. This will be my final vlog on De La Salle College. No one's done this before, actually walked around the school and vlogged it like this. Especially for my era, the 93 boys. Yeah, buddy. So I'm going to do my 10-kilometer hike towards the top of the gate. Whew. I don't know if I'm going to do some laps or do a 100-meter sprint. But good times at De La Salle College. Salute to the boys of my era. Happy 50th to you boys. I know it's your time, man. Celebrate it with your family. God bless to you guys. The next video I'm going to do is still linked through De La Salle College, and that's the primary schools. But yeah, wow, this is dope. This is dope. I don't know who mows the lawn, man. Who mows the lawn, the field? If you guys need a guy to mow the field, man, yo, hit up Asani Matalino, man. He used to sweep our driveways back then, back in the 80s and 90s. He used to do it for Brother Pat. Yo, so this is an old school of mine that I used to come back, used to go to back in my day, and it's St. Joseph's School Otahu, St. Joseph's Primary, yo. Now this school has a lot of history, no doubt. My old De La Salle principal, Mr. Brother Pat Lynch, he came to this primary school back in his day, and school has changed, no doubt, new classrooms, whatnot, but with the old classrooms that was standard 1, 2, 4 has been taken down, and yo, this is what's left of it, man. So they're putting new classrooms in, right?
God! Wow!
So these are going to be the new classrooms for St. Joseph's Primary, and a lot of great memories at this primary school, yo. So for the ladies that I went to school with back then, I know for sure they're all hitting their 50s. We're all hitting our 50s this year, and you can't forget, this is when we had nuns, yo. We had sisters. Yep, we had sisters back then. They used to wear the veil on their head, and we no longer see them. Maybe out of the blue, but yo, these were the good old days of St. Joseph's Primary, yo. And then when the girls left St. Joe's, the boys will end up at De La Salle College for year 7, and the girls that we went to school will end up at Macaulay High, right across the road. And we got the old parish church, St. Joseph's, which is a nice church too, no doubt. Dope, man, dope. So yeah, so I'll put an image on my left, right there, man, right there, of the students that I had to go to school with. And by all means, there was also good old friends, the Nassaus. I went with the Nassaus that went to La Salle. Rest in peace to Stephen Nassau. My era, passed away, and they were from Puka Puka. Great family, man. La Sallians too. All the boys went to De La Salle. And if I can recall from memory, the guys that came to St. Joseph's during my era, I got big ups to my bro Alan Lolotai, who's probably the longest friend that I have from St. Joseph. So we've been mates since 1980. So it's been 45 years. We've been friends for 45 years. So shout out to the La Sallians that were from St. Joseph's Otahu Primary. But for Alan Lolotai, yo, 45 years, right? I only say that because we're good friends and I've known them for a number of years. So yeah, my daughters came to Macaulay High when they left Beards Mainfreight Primary and St. John's. So when they left St. John's, they came here. Unfortunately, my kids did not come to St. Joseph's. They didn't come to St. Joseph's, so which is a shame. But yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt. Let me just get a bit higher. Yo, check it out, man. Look at the. So right on the other side, it's got a Respect, Compassion, Service. That's obviously the new block, which is a better upgrade, I gotta admit. Good for the kids. But it's sad to see the old classrooms from Standard 1 to Standard 4 go. It's historical, man, historical. And I know the guys from who went to St. Joseph's, no doubt. We had good times here, man, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, going from memory, the old students that I used to go to school with in St. Joe's, I'm guessing from the top of my head, John Mann, Jeffrey Fitzpatrick, Marco Alec, Anthony Reddy, Ronald Tapania, Junior Paliko, Joe Tavalau, Paul Kadovich, who else? Alan Lolotai, Richard Sofor, Apollo Pio, Stephen Nassau, Adrian Warren, Jeffrey Fitzpatrick, I think I might have said that one. And I think from the top of my head, a couple of the girls, or ladies now, that I probably recall is Maria Tanganga, Belinda King, Teresa Fangiava. So these are the names of the students that I went with back in the day. No, shout out to if you guys end up to seeing this. Yo, happy 50th to you ladies, no doubt, no doubt. We're meeting the halfway mile, eh? That's right, that's right. Yuititi, Rhonda Robertson. So all these names are kind of coming back, especially coming to the school. And St. Joseph's Church, man, it's a wonderful, wonderful church, man. That's real old school. That's real old school. Macaulay High didn't have that section of the building back in my era. So yeah, most of the girls, they came from St. Joseph's Otahu or St. John's. They will end up at Macaulay High, which is a Catholic school for girls. So yeah, might add, there would have been some De La Salle boys that should have came to the school too. But yep, so this is St. Joseph's Primary, man. St. Joseph's Primary, and like I said, there would have been the image on my left of the students that I went to school with. Anthony Reddy. Just trying to see if I can reminisce of the certain students I went to school with. Wow, I think I already blasted most of the names right there. Missing a couple of the girls, obviously. Sharon. It was Sharon. Wow. Wow. So yo, St. Joseph's Otahu, man. Yeah, buddy. I gotta admit, there was some teachers here. There, who was it? Miss Franich. I can't remember. Miss Hogan, Miss Franich. Some were good. The sisters were good, and some teachers were just like, yo, fair bots, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they shouldn't have been teachers, man. They were too stuck in their ways, too freaking old school. But the sisters that came here, they were beautiful, man. Good at heart. Sister Agatha. If you guys from St. La Salle can remember Sister Agatha, what a wonderful teacher she was, eh? Not about Miss Hogan or Miss Franich. You know, you can go, you know what I mean? But yeah, you weren't that great, man. You're too strict. Teachers that actually taught you well, you remember them, man. Good teachers, you remember. Bad teachers, flush them down the toilet. Yep. That's St. Joe's, man. St. Joe's Primary. And like I said, Brother Pat from De La Salle College, the principal, he came to this primary school. So it goes to show how old the school is, eh? Wow. Wow. And especially to my Lasalian brothers, they came to this school too. David Malipola, Joe Fuava. There's quite a few cats. Steve Robertson, I believe. There's quite Caspar Nassau, the Nassau brothers. Ronald Tapania, his older brother came here. Pivac, Anthony Pivac, he's another Lasalian brother of mine who also came here, him and his brother, the Karavich, Marco Alec, yeah. So yeah, man, this is St. Joseph's Otahu Primary. Beautiful school, man. So any girls out there from my era, 1980 to 1986, yeah, holla, man. But love to see what you ladies are up to, and if you are grandmothers, no doubt. So shout out to the ladies from 1980 to 1986. What are you up to, man? I know you're hitting 50, right? So God bless you ladies. We should do a reunion, man, our era, right? St. Joseph's, peace. Yo boys, who remember this area, right? For some of you folks that are from Otahu, well, this is a spot that the Lasalians used to come to and will congregate with other schools, and this is the old Otahu bus depot. Yep, this whole area used to be lined up with buses on one side, on each side actually, and well, we had a lot of feuds over here too. In between certain schools, there'll be us against Otahu College or us against St. Peter's. There's always that school rivalry, but you know, the older we got, the smarter we got. So yeah, speaking of Otahu College, I think the most famous guy that came out of that school was Mr. David Tour. Humble guy, and tough too, eh? Now he lives in Samoa. But yes folks, the old Otahu depot. This is where a lot of the Lasalians will come catch their bus sometimes from here to Otara or here to Paramura, depending on where they're living. But yeah, we used to come here a lot, and I still remember the days when we would come here for school trips. Yeah, you know, like I said, we didn't have school vans, man. We didn't even have school buses, man. Actually, we did have school buses, but not for daily trips for school. So some of us had to come here with the wonderful teacher of mine, Miss Verma, which was a great teacher. I remember a time we got in trouble, and Joe Samoa, who's a student, old Lasalian who of my era, hooked the bus driver because he put his hand on my teacher, Miss Verma, and Joe gave him the old 1-2. So he deserved it, because man, you never put a hand on a woman, right? Guys, they do that, yo, what's up with that, man? So he did the honorable thing of La Salzburg, protect your own, man, and that's what he did, man. He gave the bus driver a 1-2 because he deserved it. You do not push women around, yet alone beat them up. No need for that, yo. But anyways, yes. So this spot is infamous for Otahu. It has changed now. This is no longer Otahu Depot. They still have the buses on the main road that goes along, but the depot, no. We have a depot that's the bus stop is now joined with the train station. It's actually a train station bus stop, which is on the other side of Otahu. But yeah, guys from my era, from 87 to 93, they can remember the old depot that used to be here. And like I said, a lot of De La Salle boys used to come around here. Even other schools used to rock up, and we'll meet up with other schools, believe it or not. It never got that bad, but there were times that we did kind of collide with other schools, and we did have beefs with other schools back then. But those were the days. Remember the Crips and Bloods thing that was going on, the TCGs, remember them from the day? And we had the Booyah tribe, the New Zealand Booyah tribe, that is. And you know, we had to rep our school back then. Who did it, man? Rep your school, rep your family. So yes sir, this is, yo, that Milestone bar, can't believe that's still there, man. No, actually I don't think it is. The TAB is gone. Everything's still colourful, might I add. This looks like it's Rainbow Zen colours over here. Yo, Charles, were you here, bro? Did you paint this, brother? Got a rainbow effect going on here. See the beautiful flag of Tonga? Yes, sir. Rep your culture, yo. That's what's good about South Auckland, man. We rep our cultures, right? Tonga. Otahu is more based for the Tongans, and rightfully so, man. They're proud culture, proud people, proud culture. We had a lot of Tongans at De La Salle, our Tuku Osos, you know what I'm saying? So it's good. Otara, where I'm from, is more salmon based. I don't know why you can class it as that. That's how we used to have the salmon flags fly out of our cars and everything. But for Otahu, it was Tonga, which is cool. It was cool, man. So anyone that has vague memories of the old Otahu depot, by all means, like, share, comment. I love to hear it, man, especially what you last hour boys that got up to during my era. Yeah, man. What's up? What's up? Otahu depot, man. Yo, yo. And they used to have the old United Video just around the corner. Remember those old video stores? Video Easy, United Video. You know, last hour boys. I know you went towards the P section.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, man. So, yo. It's Otahu. Otahu, yo. Otahu. Wow. They just got the new restaurant, Mama Sila's, over there. It's a salmon that owns that business. They're kind of like Happy Days. I won't say Happy Days because I know a lot of people had sore stomach. Remember people used to have sore stomach eating at Happy Days? Say Valentine's. Say it's more like Valentine's. It's buffet. Yeah. So, yo. Otahu, right? Otahu. Wow. Wow, man. Still colourful as, eh? Still colourful as. Dig it, man, dig it. Otahu's always been a colourful place, man. Vibrant. Good people from this neighbourhood, no doubt. And can't mess with Otahu, man. Love it, love it. Los Aliens, you know what time it is. Yo, so coming to the last vlog for today, and this is a spot where, as I mentioned before when I was at the Otahu depot, bus depot, that we had feuds with other schools. This one here is pretty much infamous, which we did have also feuds back then, and that is Sturgis Park, yo. Yep. Home of the Otahu rugby field, yo. That's right, that's right. So we used to come here for athletics, yo. Even St. Joseph's Primary, they used to come here for athletics. Excuse me. De La Salle used to come here back in the 80s, I reckon. 80s, early 90s, and then we stopped coming here for some reason, and we kept it on our grounds. But I do recall us coming here one time for athletics for De La Salle. We had the houses, which is Benildus, which is green, Miguel, which is yellow, Solomon, which is red, and Mushin, which is blue, but they're named after brothers, De La Salle brothers. But they're just given colours to it to, you know, try to separate each brother from each other. But yep, we used to come here, man, and I remember we had athletics, but like I said before, we also had feuds here. So we had feuds with Otahu College, because Otahu College is where the white truck is just over the trees. So Otahu College, I could really say this is their turf, but we used to come here. A few of the last sellings will meet up with the Otahu College and yeah, I'll get their scrap on. Thankfully no one got seriously hurt out of it, but they did pack a few punches here and there. All the boys try to be Mike Tyson and try to take each other out. But those were the days of our era in the 80s, when we went through the 80s and the 90s. Now no one does that no more, which is good. No need for all that riff and beef died when we left La Salle. Hard out, yo. And yeah, so this is Sturgis Park, yo. Sturgis Park. This kindergarten right here brings back memories, because my niece Jessica Poedi, she came to this kindergarten with my son Davante Poedi Tuia. So he also came to this kindergarten too. Can't remember the dude, Scott. I remember that. I think it was Pulatasi or Portasi. They were the two main teachers that used to teach at this kindergarten, and which is a great kindy, might I add. I don't know if, it's still a kindy. They've changed the name, but it's still kindergarten. But yeah, no doubt. And just above just on the hillside, they got some exercise machines, which I've just I've actually seen it for the first time. And this is also besides the Otahu Rugby Football Club, this is also the Otahu Softball Club too. So I'm not sure if St. Joseph still comes here for athletics. I'm guessing they don't. They use a park next to them called Murphy Park, which is more closer to the school. But they used to have lunches in here. They used to give out to the students. I think the parents used to provide it, and even the school. So yeah, this place is still dope, y'all. This place is still dope. Sturgis Park. A couple of my family members, we came here for the little leagues for the kids, and we used to watch the kids get their sports on, man, which was dope. But yeah, man, those days, man, of De La Salle having beefs back then, which was a lot of testosterone going on there, man. But those days were over, and those beefs didn't last very long, might I add. It was just someone took on La Salle and we got to retaliate. Someone took on Otahu and they retaliate. Even with St. Paul's, St. Peter's, De La Salle pretty much tried to take on everyone, man. But yo, imagine us. I don't know if David Tour was. I think David Tour was older than me, no doubt. But what a humble guy, right? And I only can imagine if my era we had the La Sallians. They used to take on Otahu College back then. Yeah, I would have been mad if David Tour was one of them, because I wouldn't like to take on that guy, because that guy had natural skills for throwing down, you know what I'm saying? But I have seen past vlogs or videos of the Otahu students who would fight up top near where the white truckers, they would get on and throw down, which is pretty stupid, yo. Pretty stupid. I think they're just trying to settle their beef and whatnot. But so yes, folks, that's the end of my vlog today for De La Salle College, my tour of my old college of De La Salle Catholic College, man, and St. Joseph's Primary. So some of this is actually, most of this is all factuals. It actually did happen, so you know, I don't spit shit and make it up. So it actually happened, and I know there's a lot of guys out there who can relate, especially the guys from De La Salle and the ladies and gents from St. Joseph's Primary, Otahu. So yeah, man, thanks for watching. Thank you for the subscribers. Thanks for guys that have been commenting on my previous vlogs. Dope, man, dope. Like I said, this is my second vlog about De La Salle. I've just kind of gone into more detail about it. And for folks out there who are wondering, oh, what is the school and where is he at? I'm in South Auckland, New Zealand. And I'm just talking about my college and my primary school. So yeah, thank you for the subscribers, man. I love you guys' comments out there. Keep sharing it. For the ones that are from other De La Salle colleges around the world, yo, comment which De La Salle are you from, man? The States, Australia, Hong Kong. I'd love to hear it, man. So yeah, blessings, yo. Another beautiful day today. It's Sunday morning. Yo, love it. So take care. See you in the next vlog. Peace.